Okay, so the look that I will be doing today is a basic everyday look. This would be my everyday routine before I go out. If I don't have a lot of time, this is kind of just the basics. So here we go. So I'm just prepping my face with some moisturizer, which is a must. I know a lot of times people who have oilier skin think that they shouldn't wear moisturizer. That's actually false. So the next step I'm doing is I am putting on primer. Now you could use a brush to put on primer. I'm just using my fingers because I just find it when I'm in a hurry, sometimes it's just easier to use your fingers. Next step I'm going to do is foundation. In different seasons your skin tone changes, so it's normal to have more than one shade of foundation to match your skin tone. I'm just mixing it on my hand, and I'm using my buffer brush. You could use a regular foundation brush, something that looks like this, or you could use something like that looks like this, whatever works. This is just kind of faster, so on an everyday basis this is what I would use. And I'm just patting it into the foundation, mixing it all around. I'm starting with my T-zone because that's where I feel most people need the most coverage. The outside parts of your face, the outer parts of your face, you don't usually need as much coverage, but your T-zone area, which is your forehead along the bridge of your nose, the sides of your cheeks and your chin, is usually where people have the most imperfections. So the key with this brush is to literally buff the foundation in. So I'm just doing soft swirly motions. Don't mind my sniffling, I have a runny nose. Soft swirls. I'm not pushing hard on my brush, I'm just letting my brush sit on the surface of my face, and I'm just buffing everything in. Looks good. Next step I'm going to do is concealer. I usually like to put concealer after foundation. Foundation I find covers up a lot of imperfections, and then concealer I like to concentrate on any other minor things that the foundation might have not been able to cover up, like a pimple, and then of course under eye circles. So I'm just using kind of a flat brush here. There's lots of different types of concealer brushes. You could use natural hair brushes or synthetic brushes. It's more of a preference, whatever your preference is. Just blending it up. Just really want to blend this in well. So you can tell the difference with concealer and no concealer. Again, I'm just starting from my inner corner. You don't need to do the full raccoon eye thing, that's not necessary. Just want to make sure that it's really well blended. You could always use your fingers also to pat it in. The next step is powder. Now powder is just going to help set everything I've just done. It's going to help set all of the different liquids that I had put on my face, and it's going to help make the makeup last. all day, which is what we want. So the powder that I'm using is Max Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural and Shimmer. Oh no, sorry, that's not the name. Medium Dark. Medium Dark. Yeah. It's the compacts that had the powder on one half and then the shimmer on the other half. As you can see, my powder is almost finished here, but because it's good. It's just really nice. The powder is really fine, so it doesn't look cakey on your skin, which is a sign of a good powder. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put a powder blush on also. I'm just really lightly applying this blush. And again, you can just go from the apples of your cheeks and then up to the temple. Alright, so those are the major steps for prepping your face. So we did moisturizer, lip conditioner, primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and then blush. So the next step we're going to do is we're just gonna slightly define our eyes, again on an everyday basis. When you know you're in a hurry and you don't have a lot of time, you usually don't have time to sit there and try to do your eye makeup. So this is just a basic everyday look you would do on your eyes. You could do, or I do. So I'm just brushing up my eyebrows. I have slightly thicker eyebrows, so they can look messy easily if I don't tame them. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a primer on my eye. A base. There's so many different bases that you could use. There's so many different bases that you could use. Primer base for your eyes is just going to help make your eyeshadow last longer and prevent those little creases that you get when the oils of your skin start to mix with makeup. That's what the primer is going to do. So the primer that I'm using right now is a Paint Pot by MAC, and it's called Rubenesque. So if you can see that, it's not very good. Okay, maybe, does that work? I don't know. And it's kind of a shimmery gold color. I really like this for just everyday quick. It's a nice color that goes well with my skin tone. Again, I have more of an olive skin tone, so try it out on yourself. See if this is something that would look good on you. There's so many paint pots at MAC, so I'm sure you'll find one that will be suitable. Again, I'm just using my finger and I'm just applying it all over, going up to underneath my brow to have a little bit of shimmer right underneath my brow. And then I like to take a little bit and just go right in the inner corner there to make it look a little bit more highlighted. So that's my base. The reason I like this is because it has a hint of color and it's a base, so it's great for when you're in a hurry. You don't have to put a full eyeshadow on. It's like a 2-in-1. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice fluffy rounded brush. This is the 224 by MAC.